Week 7 of the Simulation Football Minor Leagues, taking us down to Madison, Wisconsin. And the Madison Lynx, who have been knocked out of playoff contention, they've got nothing to lose, but hoping to play spoilers for the rest of the season. They're hosting up to a 3-3 Lexington minor squad. Hey everybody, I am Ethan Muslin alongside my broadcast partner. It's Marcus Dunhill. Marcus, nice to see you, bud. What are we looking to see from this Lexington minor squad who are hoping to get an inside track into the playoffs next week?
Well, Lexington is definitely trying to keep pace with all the other teams that are 3-3 at the moment, making their way towards the playoffs, while Madison still looking for their first win, but plenty of action left for the rest of the season for them to end on a high note.
Yeah, Madison has just been having struggle after struggle these past few weeks here in the SFLm. They just have not been able to get off the schneid. They've lost several close games. They lost week 2 by 4. They have lost week 3. So I'm quickly doing my math, by 3 points. It's been a very tough road for Madison as they are going to be kicking the ball away here to start this first half. Hoping to get their first win on the books this season. Once again, as we mentioned, they are eliminated from playoff contention here in the SFLm, so playing for pride, hoping to play spoiler for the last 2 teams they faced, and we are underway here in Madtown. Ball will be taken at about the 5-yard line. We go up the middle. We brought up to about the 28-yard line. That return made by Dion Lane Barney. And we will see the Miners offense led by Chad Moore, who joined about a quarter of the way into the season, already looking at about 675 yards out of 4 games.
That's a really good statistic for only joining a quarter way through the league. Obviously, he's going to be a little bit behind everybody else, but he still has fantastic numbers for the amount of time he's been in the league.
We're going to pass on first down. Going to do a quick dish up the middle. Incomplete. That one intended for Hector Huxley. But the deflection made there by Matthew Alvarado. We'll introduce the rest of the minor offense. Players you want to watch out for, as we mentioned, Chad Moore, the man under center. Christian Pierce is the running back. Scott Powell, the fullback. Zachary Patton, who signed up with Jacksonville. He is the wide receiver. Hector Huxley, as we talked about, that intended target. David Gears, who is from Vancouver. Mo Jones, the tight end. And Jamarcus Candy is your tackle. On 2nd and 10, another throw down the middle, incomplete again. And that one intended for Zachary Patton. Now, with these two-way players we're talking about their previous teams. We're not talking about the teams they just recently signed with. Because I know David Gears just recently signed with Seattle. And that's going to be a real interesting time, seeing all these free agents going through into these new squads. It's going to be a very exciting time with free agency. 3rd down and 10 now with Moore in the shotgun. 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Gonna throw, a little pressure up the middle. Gets it away just in time, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48-yard line. Picked off by Young Vaught. And that looked to be a bit of an arm punt from Chad Moore, but it's Madison football.
There's just a lot of pressure in his face, and he thought, hey, I can throw it up, try to get rid of the football. You know, one of those chuck and pray kind of plays, and unfortunately just didn't have the accuracy on that throw. Like you said, basically an arm punt, and now Madison will get the ball on offense.
Now we'll see the Madison offense for the first time today. They're being led by number 1, Xander Moon, who was personally my pick for the East-West Prospect Bowl. That's going to happen on Fights and Insights pretty soon. That's going to be an exciting time to watch. 1st and 10 for Madison. Moon going to throw. Go up to the left side. Pass is complete. That one caught by Charlie Baker to be good for a gain of 9 before he steps out of bounds. We'll take a look at the rest of the Madison offense. So we mentioned Moon, the man behind center. Marcus Duncan is the halfback. Fullback is the recent Week 7 signing of Tank Williams. Adrian Ellis, previously of Denver. Charlie Baker, previously from Fort Worth. She's at wide receiver. Quake Mam, also wide receiver. Ron Haynes, the tight end. And Jay Warren at guard. And there is Marcus Duncan again going for the run. He gets popped up right up the middle. Only gets about a half yard on that before he is stopped by Thomas Matthews. That brings up 3rd and short.
First down, they went for a nice play to get in rhythm and pick up some yards. They thought they could go for it on a quick run, which didn't quite work, but now it sets up a really interesting 3rd and inches.
Third and probably going to be about a foot to go. Going for the strong eye. It will hand it off to Duncan. Right side, penalty marker down. He gets the first down, but it will be dependent on the penalty. We'll see if this run holds or not, and whether they pick up the yards or lose yards. And it will be a hold. And it is on Madison. That's number 66. That's the center, Roderick Kidd, being called on the hold.
I saw the whole line pick up really good blocks, so I'm not surprised, unfortunately, to see the flag. That's going to back them up a little bit, and they'll have to go for it again on about 3rd and 5. And they might have to open up the playbook a little bit. Actually, it's third and 10. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's a 10-yard penalty there, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Now back in their own territory from their own 47. Moon to throw. Bit of a wobbler here, but it's caught by Charlie Baker. Gets down to the Lexington 21. An incredible comeback from that penalty. Gets it to 1st down just outside the red zone.
Easy way to say penalty yards, no more. Easy pass. Well, not easy pass, but over the middle. Really good accuracy just over the defenders and enough to pick up the 1st down to add another chunk of yards.
And an incredible catch too from that pass. If that was any more of a duck, I would have heard a laughing dog. Moon gonna throw to the right side. That one caught by Duncan. Gonna get close to the 1st down before he is taken out of bounds. Looks like Isabella Blackwell and Noah Razier, who was recently signed this week, helping making that tackle. We'll introduce the rest of the Lexington defense. Sean Parent and Forrest Dalton are the players to watch on the line. Thomas Matthews and Noah Rager, we just talked about. They are the linebackers. Deion Lane, Barney, Ty Woodson are your corners. Travis Arthur and Savon Williams are free safeties. Aaron Wicker and Isabella Blackwell, your strong safeties. 2nd and inches from the pistol. Oh, and a good cut in by Lane Barney to knock that play away. It's incomplete.
Incredibly dangerous pass. Very lucky that didn't go back for 60 other direction. As you can see, tried to fake him out and read the quarterback perfectly, went straight back right in front of the ball.
Great job reading that route and stepping right in front of it to break up the play. That'll be a 3rd and very short to go for Madison. Again, looks to be about half a foot, less than a foot to go. They're going to go back into the strong eye. Hand off to Duncan, up the middle, gets the 1st down, just enough, gets inside the 10. That'll be 1st and goal to go for Madison.
I'm sure it's tough on those inches plays because the last 2 times they tried that, the first time they got stopped and the second time they had a holding penalty. So it's good to see them able to pick up those inches when they need it.
Brings up 1st and exactly goal to go from the 10-yard line. 2 receivers left. They'll hand off to Duncan. Goes outside. Going to get wrapped up. Taken down. That was Noah Rager making himself known. The recent signing from this week. Only a gain of 1. 2nd and goal.
The last 10 yards or so is definitely the hardest in football. As that field starts to shrink, you've got a lot of defenders in a short space. So it's tough to try to find exactly what plays are going to get them 10 yards into that end zone.
Moon with 3 wide on 2nd and goal. With time. Throws to the right side. Broken up, incomplete. And looks like that was Aaron Wicker breaking that play up. He'll get credit for the deflection. Now 3rd and goal coming up.
That was an amazing deflection, and honestly, if they would have gotten the ball over that defender, they probably would have gotten into the end zone. So a great touchdown-saving play by the defense that brings up 3rd and goal.
Yeah, fantastic play to knock that out and wrap it and break it away. 3rd down and goal. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Moon to throw. A little pressure from the left. Quick pass up the middle. Good completion. That one caught. That is number 16. One of the is, if I'm doing thing, that is Quaig Mam making the catch, but it's going to be short of the touchdown. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and settle for the field goal here and take the 3.
It's always tough when you decide to take a play over the middle when you know you're short of the marker. You either hope for a miracle that you can break some tackles. Otherwise, they're just happy to go up 3 at the start of the game.
And with about 4 minutes down in the first quarter, good use of the drive. And the goal is up and through from 19 yards. That'll make it 3-0 in favor of Madison. With about 6:55 to go in the first quarter. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life people compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Lane Barney again taking it from the 5. He'll take about a 20-yard return, 21-yard return likely. And that'll bring it up to the Lexington 26. So the Lexington offense gave up 3 points on that last drive due to the interception. Lucky enough they didn't give up a touchdown, so they're hoping to maybe respond with another score to this time. First and 10, they're going to have 3 receivers left. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. More to throw. Little pressure up the middle. Pass deflected, incomplete. And that is Hounds, one of the secondary linebackers. Gary Hounds making the deflection. That will give us time to introduce the Madison defense. On the line, you've got Mike Mello, Anthony Bernard, and Jobu McSlim. Linebackers are Matthew Alvarado and John Fowler. Those are the ones you want to watch out for. Cornerbacks are Chet Maverick and Ty White. Free safeties are Young Vaught and Joseph Lama. On the strong safeties, you got Orion Horace and JT Jackson. 2nd and 10 on the offset eye. They'll hand off to Christian Pierce. He goes up the middle, going to get 1. He will get wrapped up and stopped by Fowler. And they'll bring it up 3rd down and 9.
With 3rd and 9, it's likely that Chad Moore to step up and make a play. Hopefully he's shaking off some of the nerves, but knows that he can't play hero ball like last time. So hopefully he's a little more patient. I know he was about to get hit in the last drive, but he needs to find a receiver on the other side of the yellow line.
Going for 5 on 3rd and 9. Down to the left side, just short of the first down. A nice pass completion to Zachary Patton, just short of the sticks. That's going to bring up a 3 and out for the Miners.
It was an amazing spin move to give them the opportunity to even get close to the line. It looked like it was going to be a 5-yard gain. They're going to end up punting here, but it was a good play to give them some forward momentum on offense.
Zachary Patton, also a recent signee to the newly expanded Seattle Nemesis, as the punt is away from Rand Fullman. We're taking that about the 24, 25, and then they'll give them credit for a yard as a man will take it to the 25-yard line. The SFL convention is coming to the Las Vegas Strip July 10th through the 12th. That's only a couple of weeks away. HyperX Esports Arena at the Luxor will host the season kickoff featuring all 28 teams in action, live commentary throughout the day, every game on the big screen, and your chance to be introduced to the world as a football star. Room rates are just $80 a night per stay. Visit simulationfl.net/convention for more information to reserve your room. And what an incredible throw from the right side for Moon. Throws it down to Charlie Baker. It's 1st down, Lynx inside Lexington territory.
The Madison offense has just been doing a little bit better moving down the field early in the game. Great job finding the wide receiver wide open on the right side of the field. And that allows them to keep moving. Lexington was able to keep them to a field goal on the last drive, but they need to shore up their defense a little bit and not let them get any of these big chunk plays that let them get into field goal range.
And that was a nice big play of 28 yards. Gets them inside Lexington territory. 1st and 10 for Madison. Moon to step, throws to the right, complete to Duncan. Wrapped up at about the 45. Gets a couple more yards before Lane Barney helps finish the job at about the 43, and that'll be a gain of 4.
4 yards is all you need. You know, if you got 4 yards on every single play, you'd go straight down the field to the end zone.
Yeah, that's usually what you want to do. You want to get about 3.5, 4 yards every play. That keeps you going on pretty good progress down the field. 2nd down and 6, 3 receivers left. Nickel package for Lexington. They'll hand off to Duncan up the middle, but he gets wrapped up immediately. And they're going to credit him with no gain on the play. Lane Barney helping come up the middle with that. And Thomas Matthews helping to make that play for no gain.
Madison's doing a great job mixing up the pass and the run so that Lexington never quite knows what they're going to face. Those short yardage runs might not be working quite as well for Madison, but it throws them off balance and allows them to hit those longer passes over the middle.
Madison in the Woolery set, 2-2 versus the dime. Pass to the left side, knocked away, incomplete. Looked like Charlie Baker, the intended target. And I think that was Savion Williams there on the deflection. Looked like he might have been playing Charlie a little bit more than the ball there.
It looked like that ball was thrown a little bit into double coverage, and you have to be pretty precise if you're going to keep the defender's hands off the ball like that. And unfortunately, it was a very close throw, but wasn't quite able to get it to the receiver.
Pete Ellis to punt the ball away. He's going to try the coffin kick to the left side. That will bounce at the 9, to the 3, to the 2-yard line. An incredible punt of 41 yards. And that is going to put Lexington deep in their own territory.
Lexington is going to get a decent offensive drive. They need to get it here so that either they don't end up getting a safety or forced to punt out of their own end zone. Let's see what they got in their bag of tricks to get out of this one.
They're starting with a big offset eye, one receiver left. And they will hand off to Pierce, goes up the middle, going to get a few yards on it. Get a gain of 3. And he is stopped by John Fowler, but they get outside of the 5.
Yep, picked up just enough yards to give them a little bit of breathing room. If you had to pass from the 7-yard line, you probably could. But gives them a little more room to open up the playbook.
2 backs and 3 wides. They'll hand it off to the middle. That's for Powell, the fullback. Going to get another 3 or 4 yards. That's going to take it up to the 9. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and short situation.
After 2 plays, you end up in 3rd and manageable, 3 yards for the first down. It gives them almost any play out of their playbook because they don't have to worry about getting 10 yards. All they need here is 3 to get a new set of downs and, another chance to keep going forward.
Offset eye, 2 tight ends right. They're going to hand it off. Oh, but Pierce is wrapped up in the backfield, taken down by John Fowler. It's a loss of 2. That will be a 3 and out for Lexington.
I think Madison started to notice that Lexington was doing better on the ground than through the air, so they probably were expecting them to go on the ground on 3rd and 3, and they were ready for it.
That'll give a little breathing room for Fullman to punt this away. And it will be taken inside Lexington territory. It'll be a net punt of 31 yards. And Mann will take it to the Lexington 38-yard line. Madison in prime field position for a possible score.
For a team like Madison that's still looking for their first win, I'm sure they're more than happy to see up by 3 and on the other side of the 50, winning the battle of field position so far in this game.
Doing a very good job. Starting in the pro set, 1st and 10. A little pressure on the line from Lexington. They'll back it off. Moon throwing to the right side. Pass is caught. They will say he got it. Got the 1 foot in. Catch made by Adrian Ellis. Good for a gain of 7.
It was really nice sideline play. Grabbed it with both hands, spun, got 1 foot in, and was able to get out of bounds. Great play to pick up 7 yards.
Great play. Great athleticism. Adrian Ellis, the played last season with Denver and recently signed up with Queen City. So he'll be looking forward to a new adventure in upstate New York. Pass here to the right side, complete and taken out of bounds at the 17. That's Ron Haynes, the tight end. That puts them inside the Lexington red zone.
Xander Moon's got a quarterback rating of 104 so far in this game, making smart decisions. He hasn't turned the ball over yet and is getting them closer and closer to the end zone.
And that's really good because the past 6 games, he's had a QBR of about 61.9, so he's been making fantastic decisions today. 1st and 10, under pressure, gonna throw left side, caught in the end zone! Touchdown, Madison! Adrian Ellis gets the catch in double coverage, and Madison now up by 9 with the extra point to come.
That really was a fantastic play because that was another one of those plays into double coverage. Well, almost into double coverage. There were 2 defenders trailing directly behind Ellis, but Moon was able to throw over the shoulder over both defenders straight into the end zone. Where if you had underthrown that, that definitely could have been an interception. But he put that ball exactly where Ellis was able to get it.
Great play, great cap to that drive, culminating in that touchdown pass. Will lead to Alex Jackson to kick the extra point. It is up, it is through. That'll make it a 10-0 ball game with 1:54 to go here in the first quarter. So now Lexington gonna get the ball back. Gotta feel a little concerned for them right now. They're starting to feel like they're starting to feel a little weight right now on their back leg.
They've definitely had a couple different scenarios so far where they've gotten the ability to throw, gotten the ability to run, also got backed up in their own end zone. So they've gotten to test different areas of their playbook, but now they got to start figuring out what's going to get them down the field.
Lane Barney's going to set them up at the Lexington 24-yard line, and it's a situation where every play, every decision you make, not this week, and every decision that every other team makes this week has massive implications, because we have 6 squads in the SFLm that are 3-3. Every win that those 3-3 squads makes counts towards the playoffs. More under pressure here on first down, gets sacked for a 2-yard loss, and that's a decision that we're talking about. Those actions we're talking about is Jobu McSlim gets the tackle for loss. That could lead to issues for teams down the line that could potentially make them miss the playoffs.
You definitely don't want to fall behind at 3-4 when other teams go to 4-3. That's going to make it a little bit harder to try to reach the playoffs.
2nd down and 12, 3 receivers. They will hand off to Pierce, but he's only going to get 1 as John Fowler steps up and makes the tackle. Now 3rd down and long. And you're looking at a possible 3-and-out scenario for the Miners.
Madison has really done a fantastic job on defense, really just shutting down the run and the pass. And now they're going to have to make something out of nothing with a 3rd and 13 here to keep this drive going.
2-2 versus the dime. Big throw down the middle. It is caught! Catch made by David Gears. Keeps the drive going for the Miners. 1st down at the 43.
As you can see from the statistics that just went on the field, that's probably the biggest pass play of the game, considering that Lexington has 26 yards of passing on offense in comparison to Xander Moon's 126. So their offense is finally moving down the field, finally found a route that works, and now they need to capitalize and try to get into field goal range. That's their next goal.
The goal is to get points on the board. 2 wide to the right on 1st down. 4 to throw, deflected away, incomplete. Fowler getting in the way of that one. Knocking it away, that'll set up 2nd and 10.
Ball seemed like it was a little bit low, and Fowler was able to jump up and knock it down. Very lucky he didn't come down with a catch on that one, but if the ball had been a little bit higher, that probably would have went straight to the receiver.
And counting the interception that he's had tonight, Chad Moore had 6 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's one of the only few in the SFLm who have more interceptions than touchdowns. The other being Xander Moon, Kenny Slider, Cyrus Jive. It's the list goes on in that point. Run up the middle here from Pierce. And that is going to bring it up to the 49. They're inside Madison territory, so they're going to get that going for them. And the 3rd down and 2 will likely be coming up at the other side of this quick switch as we head to the end of the first quarter. Lexington not on the board yet, but looks like they are hoping to get it done in this drive. It's 10-0 Madison. This is the SFLm here on YouTube. We've switched sides of the field. We're back here in Madison, Wisconsin. Ethan Muslin, Marcus Dunhill here on the call for you today. It's 3rd down and 2 for Lexington. They go in the strong eye. Run up the middle for Pierce. Oh, wow. And a big 1st down as he gets the run up the middle, gets it to the Madison 45.
Lexington is definitely finding some running that's working for them, which is good. They just need to keep moving forward, and even if they can get 3, even just being down 7 is a good spot in this game. But obviously, if they can go and score, that'll be much better for them in the long run.
Another power eye. They're going to go to Pierce to the right side, outside. Tries to get around Fowler, cannot do it. Gets wrapped around by both him and number 49. That's Orion Horace making the tackle, but it's still enough for a gain of 2. And that'll bring it up to the 42-yard line.
Keep moving those legs to keep picking up yards. I'm guessing
that's what you got to do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to try to get as close as they can. They probably want to make this a short yardage down so that they can run on 3rd down if they need to.
On the offset eye, they might give it a shot. They'll hand off to Pierce, left side, outside, gets through 1, cannot. Oh, he almost got the first down. Fowler helping to take him down. And you see Osiris was there once again. That duo helping to take down Christian Pierce once again, and it's going to be 3rd and a piece of paper left to go.
I figured that they knew their best opportunity was try to run, and they made the best of it, and they got just to the sticks almost.
They go to Pierce again, and he gets the first down, falls it just enough to move the chains, and that was number 53. That was Gary Hounds, the other linebacker, making the tackle, but just a little too late on the play. Keeps the drive going for Lexington. 1st down and 10. And they are going to go back into the Woolery set, 2 and 2. A little shift here from the Madison defense. Oh, and the pressure unopposed! Moore goes down. It's a loss of 8 on the play. Big tackle from Justin Marland.
That was definitely a miscommunication on the offense. Let somebody right through the middle of the line, and down the quarterback goes. You're not going to win football games if you're playing like that consistently, so they got to shore up that offensive line a little bit so that Lexington can continue to move forward.
That was a clear misassignment and a big loss on the play. 2nd and 18. Moore to throw to the right side, complete to Gears. Tried to spin back inside. He'll get a gain of 10. So that will help negate the sack. Get a couple of positive yards on the process. And they'll set up 3rd down and 8 at the 31.
It's tough because a play like that, had you not taken that sack on the previous play, would have been a 1st down for them. Now they have a 3rd and 8, and they're trying to stay within field goal range at the very least so that they could make this a 4-point game. Or, I'm sorry, a 1-point game.
Oh, and that one in and out of the hands of the receiver. That number 84. That's Chris Armstrong, one of the secondary receivers. And it looks like they will try a Joey Robb field goal here. Looks like it will probably be about a 48-yard attempt.
Yep. It's definitely a risk. 48-yard field goal is not a gimme field goal by any stretch of the imagination. So if they want to get these points, they're going to need a good kick here.
It'll be from the right hash. Good snap, good hold. Kick up, on its way. Got the yard. Oh, off the upright! It's no good! Just missed it!
That is a killer. You were just probably like a yard short of just having just enough leg. I think it hit the right upright. It looked like it had just enough to get across, but just a little too far to the right, hit the uprights and bounced out.
Just a hair to the right, and it was just off. That is just disappointing. Just that little bit of accuracy would have been amazing. But it'll be 1st down for Madison. No points for Lexington. From the pistol set, Moon to throw, right side, pass complete. Tackled immediately is Adrian Ellis. Lane Barney there to make that play for the gain of 6.
Being up 10, Madison can kind of pull whatever they want out of their toolbox. They can run the clock however they see fit in the 2nd quarter as they continue to go towards halftime. They have he has a quarterback rating of 134, so he can just kind of march at whatever pace he needs to.
2 wide left on the shotgun here. Fakes the handoff. Gonna throw down the middle. Complete. They're not gonna give him the 1st down, even though he caught it right beyond the line. But the catch is made. That is number 45, the secondary tight end, Sheldon Hilton with the catch, but they'll say he got just short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and inches.
He got the ball on the other side of the first, but there was no contact to rule forward progress, and he ran back on his own accord to the other side of the line and got tackled, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is the nature of the game, unfortunately. You just gotta try your best to fall forward, get yourself progress. Like Duncan here, who keeps moving forward, gets the first down, puts it into Lexington territory. First down, Madison.
And they're pretty much back where they were, even with a couple extra yards. So Madison's still in good shape.
Keeps the drive going. Now at the the Miners' 48-yard line. I'm thinking of Birmingham, aren't I? First and 10 at the Lexington 48. Moon to throw. Going to the left side. Complete to Mam. Gets the first down. Nice 11-yard pass. Gets it to the 37.
So far in this drive, Madison's gotten positive yardage on pretty much every single play. Lexington defense has got to start figuring out how to shut them down because the offense for Lexington hasn't been moving as quickly, and they can't afford to be down 17 points.
Yeah, it's kind of been seen that once a team gets down by a significant amount, it's a very difficult climb to get back in. First and 10, this one complete to Mam again, and he'll get out of bounds at the 30, and that'll be good for a gain of 7. And stops the clock with it's a little under 6 minutes to go, but it'll get back to running.
It's tough on an offense when you go down a couple scores or 17 points because you have to be able to move the ball effectively through the air, taking as little time as possible. And if you're having trouble moving the ball through the air, it's going to be very difficult to catch up.
Fakes the handoff here on 2nd and 3. Moon in trouble and brought down by Forrest Dalton. A big loss on that play. It's a loss of 8.
That's going to be Forrest Dalton's 10th sack of the season, and he's actually leading the SFLm in sacks.
That is sack number 10.5 for Forrest Dalton. Second place currently is Rocco Rossi with 6.5. Louis Negron with 5. He's from San Jose. It's been a nuts season for sacking in the SFLm. Third down and 11. Now from the 38. Moon to throw. Pressure up the middle. Quick pass. Intercepted! Picked up right off the middle. And getting some significant yardage. That is Travis Arthur, who played last season in Tulsa. Bringing it right up to the Lexington 43. And the Miners get the football right back.
And Travis Arthur leads the SFLm in interceptions, now with 6. He had 5 coming into the game. That'll be his 6th interception, leading the league in interceptions. But those 2 plays back-to-back were the momentum changers that Lexington needed. That sack pushed him back, which forced Madison to throw, able to pick that ball, and now they don't have to worry about giving up any points on that drive. Now the offense has to capitalize.
And double-checking those contracts, Travis Arthur has re-signed with Tulsa. This run by Pierce up the middle. And it's good for a gain of 3, but he is stopped by Hounds. It'll be bringing it up to the 46-yard line. The SFL has partnered with Rare Drop and Rare Drop Sports and will be showcasing the SFL at the Gaming Community Expo, a Rare Drop production, this weekend at Rosen Shingle Creek Resort in Orlando. Watch GCX on Twitch all week and this weekend at twitch.tv/GCX event as the event aims to raise $2 million for St. Jude's. Over $1 million have already been raised. Way to go, Rare Drop and GCX. And that little pass there complete to Huxley. Going to bring it up to midfield and bring it up for 3rd down and 3.
Chad Moore was chased out of the pocket. He threw on the run and still made an accurate pass to not take a loss on that play.
From 2 and 2, Moore to throw. Under pressure and brought down. That will kill the momentum any day of the week. Justin Marlin with the sack. And that'll be 3 and out for Lexington.
Thought he could step up into the pocket and make a throw. Unfortunately, the protection crumbled at the exact same time, and he stepped right into a defender.
That will bring out Fullman once again to punt the ball away. Lexington was hoping to get some momentum to put some points on the board. Did not happen here. Mam to return it from the 20. And we'll get a couple of yards to bring it up to the 23. That'll end up being doing my math, 5. It's about a 35-yard net punt.
The Lexington's defense kind of gave themselves a blueprint on the last drive of how to rattle the quarterback a little bit. Let's see if they keep on the pressure.
Going on a power I on 1st and 10. Hand off to Duncan, up the middle. Shakes one, cannot shake the other. We get a gain of 5 on the play. Sean Parent there to make that tackle. 2nd and 5 now coming up.
Depending on how aggressive Lexington wants to be, they might just be in damage control mode, trying to keep Madison out of the end zone, not a field goal range, before the quarter ends and they go to half.
Going against a nickel set with 3 wide. Handing it off to Duncan, right side. He'll try to get the first, and he's just short. Lane Barney helping deny the first down to Duncan. Going to bring it up to 3rd and 1.
That was a really good play on defense because I thought he was going to spin out of that tackle and go for another 15 yards or so. But they did a really, really good job containing him so that now they're just on 3rd and 1 and they have a chance to stop him here and even get the ball back.
Power I for 3rd and 1, handoff Duncan. And he gets the first down this time. And the wrap tackle there made by number 57. That is Bill Crenshaw, one of the other linebackers of Lexington. Made the wraparound, but a little too late on it. We'll bring up 1st down at the 35.
Did a really good job getting through the line of scrimmage and actually met the running back in the backfield, but was not able to pull him down and got drove with him across the line.
And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Madison moving the football, hoping to get up by a couple more scores. It's 10-0 Madison here in the SFLm on YouTube. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Madison up 10-0 over Lexington. Ethan Muslin, Marcus Dunhill here on the commentary for you today. First down and 10. Moon from the shotgun, under pressure, and it's Forrest Dalton with another big sack, another loss of 8 on the play.
That'll bring Forrest Dalton up to 11.5 sacks. He's really doing his part in this game to try to keep his football team in it, and that's great. That allows the clock to wind, but also it's a loss of 8 yards for Madison, so now they kind of got to double rethink what their plan's going to be moving forward in this drive.
The Jacksonville King making himself known on the line here. 2nd and very long. Charlie Baker getting the reception. Not going to get much on it. It'll be a gain of 4 before he is wrapped around and brought down. We'll bring up 3rd and very long from the 31.
I think that sack changed the game plan for Madison. I thought what they were originally going to do was try to get in field goal range, and once they started going backwards, they just decided, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take as much time off this clock so that if we end up giving the ball back to Lexington, they have less than a minute to do anything with before halftime.
They will, but they got 5 versus the dime here. Big throw right side, pass complete! Good for a first down, pass caught there by Adrian Ellis. Takes it to the Lexington 46, timeout called by Madison.
Risky play, but definitely worth it. That allows them to keep control of this possession. Gives them a first down. It gives them about a minute to play, but it also means that Lexington, barring some kind of turnover, is probably not going to get the ball back in this half.
Yeah, that's probably right here. Lexington will probably not get the ball until they end up giving up, until they force Madison to give up the ball to start the second half. 1st and 10 now at the Lexington 46, 2 wide to the left. Moon to throw, under pressure up the middle. Quick pass away, knocked away, it's incomplete, nearly intercepted by Noah Razier. Oh, that would have been great to make yourself known in your first week to get a pick.
Moon tried on that play. He threw on the run, hoping he could make an accurate pass. And unfortunately, it was not as accurate as he would have liked it to be. And it's a good thing that wasn't intercepted for Madison. Otherwise, it would have given them 50 seconds, and they would have been pretty close to field goal range.
It'd have been a pretty good chance to go for that score. from that point. 2nd down and 10. They'll have 2 receivers right. They got Duncan in the backfield with Moon in the shotgun. Takes the handoff, has plenty of time, throws down the middle, tipped away, incomplete. That one deflected by Isabella Blackwell. That'll stop the clock with 45 seconds to go.
Lexington is doing a fantastic job on defense right now, keeping the ball out of the wide receiver's hands. And all of those balls hitting the turf is going to stop the clock without them having to use any of their timeouts.
So on 3rd and 10, they're going to go 2 and 2. Lexington with the dime set. 1 linebacker in the box. Moon to throw. Has time. Pressure on the left. Deep ball down the middle. Knocked away. Incomplete. It's Isabella Blackwell once again throwing it down to the ground. And now I think Madison will have to punt it away.
Yep, I definitely didn't think Lexington was going to be getting the ball back, but they were able to make 3 fantastic plays on defense, which all stopped the clock, giving them an opportunity to have, about after this punt, probably about 34 seconds left. And if they hadn't stopped the ball on those plays, they would have had to have been burning their timeouts to get this far. But now they have 3 timeouts, and they'll have about 35 seconds to play with on the other side.
They'll have about 30 to go. Punt is away. They're going to let it bounce. Going to go to the 2, the 1. Oh, it's right at the goal line! An exact 43-yard punt goes right to the Lexington goal line. They have 30 seconds to go 100 exact if they want 7.
That is not a good place to be when you have 30 seconds to go to half.
What an incredible job by the Madison special team, and you can see the way they're pinned down. 1st and 10. They're going to go to the pro set. Handoff, Pierce, right side. He's going to go down. That's 2 points. Cue the men without hats, because that's a safety dance.
It's tough when you're on the goal line. You don't have a lot of options, and when that defensive line comes storming in, and the linebackers come in too, there's just nowhere for you to go. He ran into a wall of people and just couldn't even move.
So that puts 2 points on the board for Madison and makes it a 12-0 ball game. So Lexington got the ball back, but only for 1 play, and ended up having to give up 2. The ball will be taken up to the 38-yard line. Just because it's the off-season here in the SFL doesn't mean content creators aren't still pumping out great content around the league. Catch SFL Nights with AJ Stryker, Say It With Your Chest, Netma, and of course the show all about the minors, fights, and insights. To check out archived versions of community shows, visit simulationfl.net and click the logo of your favorite form of SFL entertainment on our homepage. 1st down for Madison. Moon's going to throw. A little pressure. Brought down by Forrest Dalton again. There's 12.5.
He's having quite a game so far. And luckily, that will give them the opportunity just to take this one to half, as it's now a 12-point game. They really need to regroup going into the second half.
They'll get 1 more play out of this. Moon to throw it. Knocked away, and that is incomplete. That one looked like that was Noah Rager again, through knocking that ball down. And that will take us to the end of the first half. Madison up by 2 scores, but it's 12-0 in favor of Madison over Lexington. We'll go right into the second half here on the SFLm, presented by EPM Music on YouTube. So here we go, start of the second half, about to get underway here in Madison, Wisconsin. Nice to have you with us. Ethan Muslin, Marcus Dunhill on commentary today. And the kick is underway for Madison to receive. They take it from the 5. Madison get to the 20 and to the 22-yard line. So they got the sack. Lexington got that sack to end the first half. A little bit of a positive note to end that first half on. They're still only down by 2 scores, even though they're not on the board. Do you think they got themselves a bit of an opportunity to get back into this game?
They definitely do. It's only 12 points. If they get, 1 touchdown, a stop, and another touchdown, they're up by 2, and that could easily happen.
Moon to throw on 1st down. Pass to the right, caught by Haynes. And he's brought down from behind. That is Thomas Matthews making that stop, and it'll be 2nd and 1 on the 9-yard gain.
When you're down by 12, that's when the defense, who has played pretty well so far, they've gotten a number of sacks, they have an interception, and a lot of pass deflections. They just need to keep Madison out of scoring position to give the offense an opportunity to come back into the game.
Thomas Matthews, the recent signee of Charleston. Duncan going to run on 2nd down. He gets the first down, gets wrapped around, brought down. That's a big tackle there from Sean Parent. Going to take it to the 35, but that'll move the chains for the Lynx. 1st down.
Name of the game for Madison when you're up by 12 is controlling the clock and controlling the yards. If you control time of possession in the second half, you minimize Lexington's ability to score and to match your points.
Moon to throw on first, pass down the middle, tipped up, oh, incomplete. That one intended for Haynes. Nearly intercepted by one of the Miners, but falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Might have been a little too much zip on that pass, and man, just couldn't quite bring it in. Bounced off the hands, unfortunately.
Knowing from personal experience what I've seen how hard those passes are in the professional ranks, it is definitely more likely a case of just, ow, those hands hurt. They hurt real bad. 2nd down and 10 for Moon. He's going to throw another one down the right side. Incomplete. Oh boy, Ellis had his hands on it, but he just got wrecked by Wicker.
Before you know it, you're looking at 3rd down again. Lexington has an opportunity here now to make a stop and give their offense the ball back. But yeah, that one hit, that looked like it was going to be a catch, and just got hit hard enough to jar the ball out on contact.
Excuse me, that was Isabella Blackwell who made the initial contact. Oren Wicker was there as the secondary contact. Just jarring that ball loose now. 3rd and 10 with 5 wide in the shotgun. Moon to throw. Down the middle, pass complete, penalty marker down. Soon after contact, Ellis made the catch. We might have a little bit of a late hit here.
That's what I think. I think we might have seen a late hit going to the ground.
And it is a late hit on Lane Barney. So that'll tack on another 15 yards to the play. There's a nice gain for Madison, and it'll be a big 1st down.
It's tough because you have multiple people who are all going for the defender at once, and you don't know who's going to be the one to be able to reach him in time. So when you have 2 people diving at the same time and you're the 2nd person to make contact, you're going to end up drawing a late hit flag.
Yeah, and based on that, I mean, he was going for him right after, right just as contact was made. That's one of those things, like, you aren't able to let up. It's not humanly possible. As Moon gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Once again, Forrest Dalton putting the pressure on Xander Moon.
Yep. Well, with that penalty, Lexington unfortunately makes it a little bit harder because they had an opportunity to get the ball back. But as long as they shore up their defense a little bit here and try to keep them out of getting any closer to the end zone, they can minimize the amount of damage and hope that maybe they can just come away with 3 points or maybe get a sack and push them out of field goal range.
3 wide offset I versus a nickel package here on 2nd and 10. Moon to throw, pressure up the middle. Pass is complete, brought down at the 10. Quig Mam with the reception brings it to 1st and goal to go for the Lynx.
Exactly 10 yards to go to the end zone now. Madison is driving really well down the field, and they have an opportunity now to make it a 3-score game.
Going into the end zone and put it to 18, 19 would make it a 3-score contest and keep it out of two 2-point conversion touchdowns. Yeah, that would make it 3 scores. Run to the right here for Duncan. Big shove down to the ground. And that is Isabella Blackwell preventing any further progress on the 1-yard gain.
Now it's time for Lexington just to push back on them. Do not allow them anything into the back of the end zone, and try your best to keep them to 3 points so that it's still a 2-score game.
2 in the back, pro set, 2 wide receivers. 2nd down and goal. Free play here. Moon to throw. Down the middle, tipped away, incomplete. It won't make a lick of difference here. It'll be a free 4.5 yards.
That allows Madison to kind of retool, and if they want to start running, they can definitely do that. They'll be close enough to the end zone.
That one is called on number 93, Ian Raudenbush, on the offsides call. So that'll bring us half the distance and a replay of the down. So bring us to closer to about the 4-yard line than the 5.
Time to see whether they're going to switch to the run. They've been pretty pass heavy on this drive so far. But now they have an opportunity from the 4-yard line that they can start running the ball.
About 17 feet to the goal on the power I. 2nd and goal. Moon to throw. Pass complete to Duncan. Caught in the backfield. Taken down. It'll be a loss of about half a yard or so. Brings up 3rd down and goal to go.
Tried to play a little bit tricky. Came out and showed a running formation. Then switched to the pass. But kind of met him in the middle by dumping it off to the running back. And it did not fool Lexington, and they were able to make a good play, and it was actually a loss of 1 for Madison.
Tackle made by Ty Woodson, the DC Dragon. Now 3rd down and goal. Down the middle for Moon. Caught! Touchdown! Madison! Adrian Ellis gets his 2nd score of the game.
Moon saw he had an opportunity in the back of the end zone. Even though there were defenders back there, he could throw it right between 2 defenders straight to the back of the end zone for a touch.
Nice thread there from Xander Moon. Those 2 touchdown passes give Xander Moon 6 touchdowns on the season, which it doesn't sound incredible, but comparing to the rest of the quarterbacks, it's actually not so bad. As the kick is up and through, it is now a 19-0 ball game in favor of Madison. And if you are a Lynx backer, you're kind of asking yourself, where was this Lynx team earlier in the season?
Yeah, they've been on fire all game so far, and they're now up 3 scores on a team that was in the playoff hunt and still obviously is, but they're showing a lot of life in this game that they probably wish they had a little bit earlier. Xander Moon came into this game 168 yards short of 1,500 passing yards. 1,500 passing yards for the season, and I'm sure he's getting very, very close now to reaching 1,500 passing yards.
I think he has easily surpassed that as Lane Barney brings it up to the 24-yard line. Esports TV has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years. ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live, linear, and video-on-demand esports channel available everywhere through your smart TV, phone, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. Visit estv.co to learn more about programming and to find all the ways you can catch SFL action on the network. Nice screen there to the left side for Pierce as he gets taken down at the 32. Tackle made by Matthew Alvarado.
When you end up playing from behind, you kind of have to know that you can't make any mistakes anymore on offense or defense. You need to play safe, smart, but efficient football to get yourself down the field.
Yeah, you have to be you have to be safe. You have to make sure you know. You have to know what plays you know can get you good yards. You have to make sure you can't be cute at this point. You have to make sure you can get it done. 2nd down and 2 from the 32. Handoff to Pierce up the middle. Not going to get anything going there. That tackle made by Hounds in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 1. Still sets up a 3rd and short, though, for Lexington.
And Pierce is doing all right. He's averaging 2.5 yards per carry. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It would be enough. Well, it would be almost enough to pick up this 1st down.
3rd down and 3. Pro set with 2. They will hand it off. Left side for Pierce is short. Cannot get it as John Fowler prevents another 1st down. It's another 3 and out for Lexington.
It looked like it was going to be a good opportunity, but then the hole that opened up closed immediately. The blockers on the offensive line, unfortunately, just weren't able to hold their blocks long enough to allow the running back through to the 1st down marker.
So it'll be another punt for Rand Folman. Bit of a low snap, but the kick is away. Be taken at the 27 and brought down to the 31, so effectively flipping the field. And man will take it toward the 31-yard line. Lexington's got to be feeling good right now, sitting pretty, up by 3 scores. They haven't had this feeling in a long time this season.
Yep, Madison is definitely, I mean, the game's not over, but they're definitely on the road to getting their first win of the season.
I formation, 3 wide with 2 to the right on 1st and 10. Moon to throw it. Pass down the left is complete to Charlie Baker. Good for a first down. Wrap tackle there made by Ty Woodson, but just before Baker makes the first down. He'll be taken up to the 41.
It's nice at the end of the season, even if you're eliminated from the playoff contention, to see that the pieces that you have are still good enough to put up, 19 points on good teams and an opportunity to win. That'll give them a lot of hope going into the end of the season and towards the minor league season next year.
Pass complete here, and a nice, nearly shook the tackle there. It did Duncan, but just got the shoestring play there. It'll be 2-yard gain to the 43.
Lexington not letting up a lot of yards so far in this drive. Have an opportunity to hold them down here and force a 3rd down. We'll see what the defense is able to do here.
2nd down and 8. Moon to throw. Big down the middle. Knocked away. Incomplete. That one intended for Mam. Looks like he got wrapped up. Looks like that got a wrap up there from Matthews and one other member of the Miners. So that'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That looked like that was going to be a completed pass down the middle, but as soon as they went into contact, the ball got drawn out again. You've seen that a couple times so far this game, where the Lexington defense is hitting Madison hard enough that they just can't come in with those catches.
Yeah, those receivers are just not able to survive contact. From the shotgun, 5 wide. Moon to throw. Plenty of time. Deep ball left side. Tipped away. Incomplete. Travis Arthur knocking the ball away. That's going to give Lexington a bit of a break. Madison will be forced to punt.
It definitely makes you nervous when a quarterback has multiple seconds to throw. When that rush isn't coming in and they get rid of the ball, it's probably because they see something they like. So the defense did a really good job not letting Moon get that play.
And you kind of saw there, Forrest Dalton was right in Moon's face, but just could not get anywhere near him as the punt is away. Taken from the 20, shakes one tackle, cannot take the other one, and that will set up Lexington at the 28-yard line. The SFL's minor league SFLm is how you, the viewers, can get involved in the action. Create your player today and get on the field to begin your professional football journey through our website at simulationfl.net. The time is now to get your player into the SFL Rookie Draft. Selections are going to be made in just 2 weeks. The SFL, where the viewers are the superstars. 1st and 10, handoff here goes to Scott Powell. No, excuse me, that is Pierce. Thought that was a Powell run, but he was in the back going up around to the left side. Doesn't get any gains on that play, unfortunately, as Jobu McSlim helping to make that tackle.
Lexington offense needs to figure out a way to get some points on the board. They're slowly starting to run out of time.
About 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Another run here for Pierce, getting a few more yards. There's a run of 4. But again, it's like the 4 yards would have been great on 1st down. Not so good when it's 2nd and 10. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Probably going to force them to throw, but you want to move with a little bit of tempo. Otherwise, it's going to make it a lot harder going down the stretch into the 4th quarter when you need to get 2 more scores.
Moore's got 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. He's got Pierce in the backfield. Has time, throws to the right. Pass complete, short of the 1st down. David Gears made the reception, but a nice stop from Ty White to prevent him from crossing the line to gain. And they will force Lexington to punt once again.
There's definitely about 3 minutes left in the 3rd, and they're definitely punting here. But at a point, they need to start getting into decision territory when they decide whether or not that 1 yard to continue that drive is worth it to go for it on 4th, and they're going to have to start making that decision pretty soon.
Nice run there on the special teams. The tackle from Isabella Blackwell pins Madison down at the 25-yard line. So again, flipping the field just a little bit, but a little bit of an advantage on that special teams play to Lexington, giving them a little bit of an advantage on the field position.
Lexington defense, even though they've given up some points, have still played really, really well to keep their team alive in this ballgame.
Moon fakes a handoff to Duncan, throws up the middle, incomplete. That one deflected off Thomas. Looked like that was off Thomas Matthews' head. He was playing the receiver more than he was playing the ball, but it works as a deflection. That'll be 2nd down.
One of those situations of right time, right place, ran straight into the trajectory of the ball, and more or less by accident knocked it down. Best accidental play you'll see.
Always a good happy accident is what we like to see. 2nd down, run for Duncan on the right side. He gets a 1st down. He goes to the right sideline, shakes one tackle. Cannot shake the duo of Sean Parent and Aaron Wicker. The Saints take him down inside Lexington territory, but it'll be a 1st down for the Lynx.
Not only was that an amazing run to be able to get past a couple defenders, but he was also able to walk down that sideline, move through the contact of multiple defenders without getting pushed out until he had 2 people pulling him out of bounds.
And can we give credit to Sean Parent, 6'3", 290-pound defensive end, running down the sideline to make that tackle? Incredible athleticism on that end. Always nice to see a big man run to make that kind of play. 1st down for Duncan again, going up the middle. Going to get another 5-yard gain. Bring it inside to the Lexington 44.
You know, Madison, all they need to worry about right now is how much time they can take off the clock. Because as you can see, they're 246 yards for Xander Moon, so well over 1,500 yards on this SFLm season. Over 16, or almost 1,600 now.
That's knocked away, incomplete. Thomas Matthews knocking that away. That'll bring up 3rd down for Madison.
Good job by Lexington stopping the clock. The most important thing is if you can knock that ball down and stop the clock, you know, it's not a whole lot different if you only give up a couple of yards, but if that clock keeps running, what's really important for Lexington right now is conserving as much time on the clock as possible.
Yeah, and at the very least, you got to make sure to have as much time as possible, get a score on the board, and get yourself in contention to try to fight for some more points. 3rd down and 5. Pass here complete to the left side. It's Duncan, but he's short. He'll get brought out of bounds by Noah Ranger and Dion Lane Barney. Stops the clock temporarily, but the clock will start to run once again, and it will force Madison to punt.
Fantastic play. You have those open field tackles and you never know. It looked like originally it was going to be 1-on-1, but they had a little extra help and it ended up being 2-on-1 and enough to keep them 1 yard short and force the punt.
Ellis to kick away. They're going to let this punt go. Happened last time and it went to the goal line, but it'll go into the end zone this time. And Lexington can breathe a sigh of relief. They don't go to their goal line. They'll go to their own 20.
It would have been the 3rd time in this game that they were within the 5 yards of their own end zone. And the last time they were that close to their own end zone, they ended up getting a safety, which is unfortunate. You know, there's 1 minute and 34 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. I would probably look at this drive as like, 1 minute 30 drill to try to get as quick of a score as they can.
More to throw, steps up, throws down the middle, incomplete. One looked like it was intended for, looked like that might have been Mo Jones. The tight end might have been the intended receiver there, but Vaught there to break up the play.
That was an awfully close one. It looked like there was contact right as the ball was going overhead, and I think it was just enough so that the wide receiver couldn't make a play on the ball.
3 wide receivers now on 2nd and 10. Nickel pack for Madison. They'll hand it off up the middle. That is Scott Powell, the fullback. Going to get a couple of yards on one of his carries. This is going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Time to focus on the first down marker, figuring out if you have a 10-yard play in your playbook.
Yeah, it's not really a good time to go for Scott Powell. He's been averaging about 1.8 per carry and about less than 3 per reception. You got to get to the line. 5 wide here. More to throw. Under pressure from the right side. Going to heave one to the right. Pass is complete! And steps out of bounds is Hector Huxley. Gets it to the Lexington 44. First down, Miners.
Very smart play. Knew they had to get the first down. Knew their best bet was probably to try to work the sideline. And nobody was within 5 feet of him when the ball was thrown. They kind of converged a little bit. But great wherewithal by the wide receiver to go stand at the markers so that they could slow down the clock a little bit.
First down and 10. Offset eye with 2 wide right. And off to Pierce, right side. Get a few yards. Going to cross, well, almost cross the 50 before he gets brought down. That was a Marland helping to make that play. And we'll get to less than 30 to go. We'll have one more play before the end of the quarter. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Definitely good momentum moving forward. They just need to keep riding this momentum straight into points.
On 2nd and 5, offset eye, they flip the receivers. More to throw. A little bit of a lateral to Pierce. Makes the catch. Going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing that time. So there'll be no gain on the play, and that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Time to put some 4s and 86s in the chat, folks. We've got 1 quarter of football left to play. Lexington's yet to score, but they are moving. Madison up 19-0. This is the SFLm on YouTube. Here at the start of the 4th quarter, Lexington trying to get points on the board. They trail Madison 19-0. Ethan Muslin, Marcus Dunhill here on commentary with 4 wide for more on 3rd down. Heaves the ball left side. It's tipped away. Incomplete. Was trying to go for the deep ball for Zachary Patton, but Maverick there to make the play.
They had a little bit of time to think about what play they were going to draw up on 3rd and 6 at the end of the quarter, and they just weren't able to make that connection. So now they're facing 4th and 5 from the 49-yard line, and they're going to be punting the ball away.
And it makes sense to punt here. You're likely going to have that ball land around the 15, maybe the 10. Might get a good chance for a coffin kick here. The punt is away. Gets it from about the 13. Blackwell's going to make the stop at the 16-yard line. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Madison going to 2 wide left on 1st down. Fakes the handoff. Pressure coming from the left. Pass complete down the middle. Good for about, looks like that was about 13 yards to Adrian Ellis. Gets it to the 29.
Ellis is coming right up on 100 yards for this game, which is a fantastic outing for him so far in this offensive unit. They're really doing a good job, Madison is, of putting on the points, working on the clock, all around making pretty good decisions. Obviously, there was an interception earlier in the game, but so far, their offense is really clicking on all cylinders.
1st and 10, another throw from Moon, knocked away incomplete. That one intended for Ellis, but Blackwell there to help make that play and knock it away.
Yep, 2nd and 10. They need to move a little bit out of here to not be playing that position battle with the punts back and forth. But they have plenty of opportunity here to go towards that 1st down marker, and they still have 10 minutes left to play with on the clock.
2nd and 10, offset eye with 3 wide, 2 to the left. The handoff to Duncan, tries to go up the middle, going to get swamped and brought down. Maybe a gain of 2 on that play. Rager helping to make the stop.
3rd and 8, not necessarily the position you want to be in, but I think they're more into taking time off the clock and less worried about the yardage right now, considering for the most part their defense hasn't failed them yet.
Hasn't failed them yet. They currently lead by 3 scores. 5 wide for Moon on 3rd and 8. Throw down the middle, tipped away, incomplete. And that looks like it was Travis Matthews on that play, helping to deflect it away from Mam.
They're going to end up punting this ball back to Lexington, and Lexington's got to figure out a way to get that ball into the end zone.
Yeah, from the looks of it, they'll probably get it from about their own 33. They'll have some room to work with. Here we go. Kick is away from Ellis. Lane Barney to get it from the 28. Sidesteps one, sidesteps another, cannot shake the final tackle, and he'll take it from the 35-yard line. Lexington down by 3 scores, needs a win to give themselves an inside track into the SFLm playoffs. Otherwise, they are going to be in a very dire situation because they will have a very rough strength of victories situation with Madison being on their losing end, as the run here from Pierce is brought down for a loss of 3.
Definitely not how you want to start your drive in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to figure out a way, and they're probably going to have to stick to passing the ball for a little bit.
They are going to have to get a little more aggressive from the passing game if they want to get closer to doing that. Moore going to heave one down the middle here. Deflected! Incomplete. Looked like Powell was the intended target there, the fullback, but Alvarado there to help break up the play.
That's the thing about Lexington being more aggressive in the passing game, is that the Madison defense has played really well, and when you play too aggressive, that's when you make mistakes, and you kind of got to walk that line between how aggressive can we be to get the ball to our receivers, but not so aggressive that we give the ball back to the other team.
They're going to go 5 wide on 3rd and 13 with 3 to the left side. Pressure coming. Down the middle pass is knocked up, incomplete. Looked like young Vaught had his hands on it, couldn't knock it away. Alvarado with the breakup with that pass intended for Huxley. And that looks like it'll be another punt for Lexington.
2 different defenders from Madison had their hands on that ball. That's one of those opportunities where if you play too aggressive, the defense has an opportunity, and they had 2 opportunities to get their hands on the ball, and luckily for Lexington, it fell to the ground, and they can get some yards with this punt.
Bowman to kick it away. Fair catch will be called, and that will be Madison's at the 34-yard line. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions, plus features from our content team including Swamp Talk, Power Rankings, and many more feature series. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. Madison just hoping to drain the clock here as they run it with Duncan off the left side. He'll get a gain of 2 before he is taken down by Rager. And they got about 8.5 minutes they got to kill off.
Definitely precious time on the clock for Lexington. I don't think Madison's worried about getting any more points. I think they just want to take every second they can off this clock.
2nd down and 8. Moon's going to throw it here. Right side. Pass complete. And a nice run there after the catch from Ron Haynes. Going to bring it to a 1st down at midfield.
Madison's definitely being a little more aggressive on offense than I would have expected. But honestly, it's shown so far in this game that they haven't had too many issues passing the ball. So I'm not surprised that they're continuing to be aggressive, because the more aggressive they can play, the more opportunities that they'll have to take time off the clock.
And the more difficult it will be for Lexington to dig themselves out of the hole if they continue to keep this aggression going. 1st and 10 on the offset eye. Handoff to Duncan right side. And wrapped up by Blackwell at the 41. That'll be a gain of 9. Nice little run there from Duncan. He's been having himself a pretty nice season. Running about 510 yards out of 6 games.
Yep, that's definitely a great pace. If you can get on pace for over 1,000 yards for a 12-game or 6-game pace, that's moving pretty good for a running back.
And a couple more yards there for Duncan as he gets the 1st down before he got blasted by Rager. That'll tack on a couple more onto his book.
Another 1st down, and if they want to, they can take this clock under 7 minutes.
And they likely will inside the 40 of Lexington. 1st and 10. 2 receivers right. Moon to throw. Big one down the middle. Pass caught by Ellis inside the 20. Taken down at the 16-yard line. Tackles from Arthur and Blackwell. Didn't matter much as it's now prime territory for the Lynx to go up by 3, maybe even 4 scores.
Now Madison's got an interesting decision they can make. They can try to keep up the pressure and put on the points right away, or they can try to slow down, hand the ball off, and see if they can take off another 2 minutes before they score.
Going into a pretty common set here. Offset eye, 3 wide. Duncan's going to run to the left. He'll get a couple of yards before he is brought down. It's about a 2-yard gain on that play. And now you're looking at what was about 8.5 minutes with the start of this drive. Now is down to almost about 6.
Yep, perfect opportunity, and they still can take off another 1.5 minutes if they really, really want to. So they could even cap it off with 3 points if they couldn't get that 1st down. So they're in great position on offense.
It will give them a solid 3-score lead. Hit as he throws his Moon, and that'll be incomplete. Forrest Dalton again, putting the pressure.
That was definitely more aggressive on offense than you really needed to be. That really could have ended up being bad for the offense. That easily could have been a fumble or an interception. So they're very lucky that they didn't turn the ball over on that play.
5 wide here for Madison. Looks like they might be going for the end zone here. 3rd down and 8. Moon in the shotgun. Gonna throw. Down the middle. Pass knocked away. Incomplete. Looks like that one was intended for Curtis Walker, but Aaron Wicker smacks him down. And looks like they will go for the field goal. They'll try to go up by a pretty good 3 scores.
Instead of playing for the end zone, Madison decided to play for the 1st down marker, and a great job by Lexington not letting him get it. Stops the clock. They're going to kick a field goal, which unfortunately is going to add to the score, but it's already a 3-point game. But this gives Lexington an opportunity with about 6 minutes left.
Be about a 31-yard attempt. Kick is up. It is no good! Alex Jackson has missed it from 31 yards.
That is definitely
he sliced it. He sliced it hard to the right.
Definitely a saving grace for Lexington not have to contend with 3 more points on the board.
Could this be what Lexington needs to get back in this game? 1st and 10 from the 21. More to throw. Screens it out. Pierce has it, but he's caught down for a loss. It'll be about a 1.5-yard loss. Tackle there made by number 49. That is Orion Horace, a strong safety. It will be 2nd and long.
Lexington has been able to find certain runs or certain passes that have been able to get them some yards. However, they have not been able to find anything that they can string together.
2nd and 11. Lexington needs to get on the board. More to throw. Screens it out to Pierce. Wide open. Has room to run. Gets to about the 27. That's a good run of 7. Now they'll have a reasonable 3rd down coming up.
Lexington has struggled to throw the ball down the field. When they get aggressive down the field, it usually gets knocked away by Madison. So I think they're trying to put the ball in places where they know it's going to be safe and they have an opportunity to make a play.
Hand off to Pierce, left side, gets the first down. He's got room. Tried to shake one, couldn't get it to go. He gets down to the 40, and they're going to no huddle. Tackle made by Orion Horace. They're going to go back to 3 wide. Offset I, first down and 10, right at the 40. No huddle offense, more to throw. Deep ball, whoa, way overthrown, overcooked. Fowler helping to bring the pressure. Oh, and he is down, he is hurt.
That's not good. And the receiver definitely had a step on that ball. So for Lexington's sake, it's unfortunate that that was overthrown. We got to play. Oh, he just kind of hit the ground. That's definitely not going to be good for Madison.
John Fowler trying to make the play on Chad Moore. Not what you want to have. He's one of the leading tacklers for Madison. And you see there up on the top left side of your screen, that score has just gone final. Albuquerque has defeated Lincoln 20-0. We'll talk about the playoff implications for that in just a second as this play goes incomplete. That one intended for Zachary Patton. So with the Adams defeating the Rattlesnakes, this means that the Rattlesnakes will now go to 3-4. The Adams now go to 4-3. Next week, the Adams will face San Jose. The Adams will go to San Jose. The Rattlesnakes will take on Ottawa. Ottawa has yet to play, but they will either be 3-4 or 4-3. We are still waiting to see the results of this game and of the game that will happen later tonight with Annapolis and Tacoma. And then, of course, later on is this pass caught by Zachary Patton, caught down at the Madison 41. They go back into the no huddle. And
definitely the play they needed on third down.
And the other game with San Jose and Ottawa is with playoff implications on the line. Deep ball here, intercepted! Oh, and that one intended for David Gears, and they give it up to number 24. That is Ty White making a save for Madison.
That play looked like it had enough zip on it, was able to jump in front of it. And that, unfortunately, might do it for Lexington now with 4 minutes, 3 scores, and Madison has the ball.
Madison has the ball, 4 minutes to go, but they are pinned down a little bit in their own territory. A stop can change things. Power I for 1st and 10. Handoff to Duncan, left side. Stopped at the line, only a 1-yard gain. Nice stop there on the play. Tackle made by, and again, it's Rager making the stop.
Lexington has certainly come up big when they need plays on defense, so it's not surprising to see them get their run defense going here.
So now a 2nd down and 9. You see there on your screen, Forrest Stolton making 3 sacks on the day. He's been a menace to Xander Moon today. Fakes the handoff. Moon coming down to throw. Incomplete. That one intended for Duncan. Just out of his hand reach.
That looked like Moon just didn't quite have a good opportunity to make a connection with that ball, and he just kind of said, hey, here's a shot, we'll take it, and it just wasn't able to make it there.
Now to 3rd down and 9. Madison will go 2-2. Lexington going into a dime set. Moon's going to throw. Quick step. Throws down the middle. Pass complete! And a penalty marker on the play. Oh, and I think this might be another late hit call. I think Ty Woodson might have been called on this one. It is. It's Ty Woodson's on a late hit. Oh, and I might have issues with R62 on this one.
That is unfortunate for Lexington, because that takes away the opportunity they had to make a stop on that particular set of downs. And it looked like they just came into contact with him as he was on the ground. And, you know, I'm not 100% sure that needed to be a penalty. That looked like they could have just ruled him down at that point.
It looks like it might have been through contact with Travis Arthur, and then Ty Woodson made contact after. I think that's what they're calling it for the late hit. but that seems pretty iffy on that end as Duncan makes the run here. He is caught from behind. Tackle made by Sean Parent. He has just been a monster in terms of tackles for loss. Before this game, he ranks in the top 5 in tackles for loss.
Now with that penalty, that's going to give Madison the opportunity here probably to take this clock all the way down to the 2-minute warning.
It likely will. Unfortunately, also due to the penalty, I think that will kind of kill any momentum Lexington had to... I think with the catch anyway, it would have probably killed the momentum to begin with, but you really wanted to have that field position as... Oh, and the big wrap and a big tackle for the sack! And that is not 94, that is 93. That is Eden Rodenbush making himself known.
That is a fantastic play, sack. Knock him back a little bit further. Unfortunately, the clock is still going to keep moving.
Clock will keep moving. We're about 2.5 minutes to go. Lexington's still down by 3 scores. It's looking very likely they are going to go down to a 3-4 record. And it will depend on what's going to happen later tonight with Annapolis and Tacoma. They need Tacoma to lose, and they need to beat Tacoma to get to 4-4 and have themselves at least a decent shot to get into the playoffs as we head to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in Madison. They're up by 3 scores. I think they just need to run it out, and they will get their first win of the season here in the SFLm on YouTube.
4th down, so they're going to be punting the ball back to Lexington, which means Lexington's going to get an opportunity. They got to find a way. You know, they might not come away with a win in this game, but it would be really nice for some morale and momentum for them to come up with some kind of points on this drive.
Leighton Barney will bring it up to the 21. You're absolutely right. They need to get some sort of morale boost to get themselves into the end zone, get some points on the board. If it hadn't been for that doink of a field goal, this would still be a 2-score game as opposed to a 3-score game. Well within the possibility of a comeback. But yeah, they are just facing insurmountable odds at this point. So it'll be 1st and 10, Lexington from the 21. Offset I, 3 wide with 2 left. Big pass down the middle from Moore. It'll be complete down to the 34-yard line. Catch made there from Patton, the newest member of the Seattle Nemesis. Now 1st down at the 34. Same formation. Taking out against a nickel set. Then that one deflected on the line, incomplete. Looks like that one is deflected by number 55, Mike Mello. And there's the update on Fowler. He's got a sprained ankle. His night is done.
Sprained his ankle going down for that tackle, unfortunately. And, you know, this was definitely what Madison needed for their fans, their players, who've kind of sat and had kind of a down year, 0-6. They're about to put their first win on the season, which is fantastic for their morale as well.
Yeah, to know you can get the win, to know that you're capable of doing it is a nice morale boost. This throw here, incomplete. That one is deflected away. That's number 26, Ulysses Yale, knocking that ball down. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Lexington, though, this is not what they wanted to have. You know, when you have that big log jam, all 6 teams at 3-3, looking for 3 playoff spots, and now you're going to be on the outside looking in, and you have to hope that another team beats a team that you're going to be facing next week. As that pass completed, and he runs to the outside, Patton to the outside to the 38. It's going to be up 4th and 6. You got to hope that one team beats another team that you got to face next week so that you can beat them in order to have a chance to get into the playoffs.
I'm sure going into this game, Lexington probably thought they were going to have a little bit of an easier time against a team that hadn't won a game yet this season. And that's when you play a little bit too overconfident, and the defense was ready for them.
Especially a team like Madison, which had a turnover differential of -12 going into this game. Especially a Miners team with a +5 turnover differential. That pass completed And that was to Mo Jones, the tight end, gets him into Madison territory as Lexington takes their first time out with 1:19 to go.
Definitely didn't want to rush to the line when you're going that far down the field, so good opportunity to take your first time out.
Another thing to look at here when we were comparing when Lexington was probably preparing for this matchup, Madison in terms of point differential, minus 58 in terms of points allowed and points scored. Lexington is a +3. This is obviously going to change that differential going into next week. First down and 10 now. Big throw down the middle. Knocked down, incomplete. That one intended for Patton. But a knock away from Orion Horace. And they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That would have been a fantastic play by Lexington if Penn would have been able to get his hands on that. Great play by Madison. But man, those are the small, sneaky plays that Lexington's just looking to get in on this final drive.
2nd and 10, 3 wide receivers, offset I. Bit of a shift to the right for Madison. More to throw. Left side. Sideline. Caught by Patton. Steps out of bounds. Gets the first down. Takes it to the 26-yard line. Stops the clock with 1:09 to go. Young Vaught pushing him out of bounds.
And they continue to move. They're getting pretty close to, their best field position of the day. And of course, they're having one of their best drives. So they're able to find a way to string these together, stop the clock, get the first downs, and push towards the end zone.
So far, they've only had to use 1 timeout so far. We'll see if that affects them in any way in this point of the drive. 1st and 10 with 4 wide. Pass, a short one down the middle. It'll be complete. They're going to go no huddle after the Jones reception for a gain of 8. Takes it to the 18. Now less than a minute to go. More under center. Going to throw. Under pressure from the right side. Going to heave to the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Zachary Patton. Vaught was there to knock it away.
Almost had a great touchdown play. As you can see, he thought he was wide open, had his hands on it, and was just hit as the ball was coming down. Great play by the defense to make sure that Lexington couldn't connect on that pass. Now they're at 3rd and 2, and they kind of have to worry about their downs and the yardage.
They just need 2 to move the chains. 18 to score. 49 seconds left. And they got to think about scoring. More to throw to Pierce right side. First down. Tries to get out of bounds. Nothing doing there, but he gets to the 15. Going back to the no huddle. 40 seconds to go. They're trying to save their timeouts. They might be thinking onside kick for the next score. More to throw. Quick pass. Incomplete, intended for Patton once again. That'll stop the clock with 32 seconds to go.
Definitely having the clock stop for them is a good opportunity. They kind of, some teams will thrive on their no-huddle offense, and Lexington was certainly doing good, but I think they would love a little bit of time to think about what play they're about to call.
Changing things up now, going to 2 and 2 for 2nd and 10. Might be going for the end zone here. Moore throws to the left, toward the end zone, caught! Touchdown, Lexington! They get on the board from Zachary Patton.
I'm not at all surprised to see them on the board. You've seen multiple times where they tried to get it over the shoulder to one of their defenders, where it would just get knocked out at the last second. I think we've seen that 2 or 3 times at the end zone, and they thought, hey, if we have enough time to look at what play we need to do, I can get that ball into the end zone for a touchdown, and that's exactly what they did.
So Lexington finally getting on the board. Excuse me. Lexington's getting on the board after 43 minutes and 33 seconds of play. Kick here is up and through. That'll probably be a bit of a morale booster for Jerry Robb, getting the ball through the uprights. Makes it 19-7. It's a 12-point game with 27 seconds left to go, and you got to know they're going for the onside kick.
They have to, because if Madison gets the ball, they have 2 timeouts. But all they need to do is down the clock once to end the game, so they really need to get this onside kick if they're going to continue this drive.
Kick received easily by Orion Horace, and that will do it. We'll see a couple kneel downs. We'll see 1 need play. And then that will be it. Madison will get their first win of the season. Lexington will fall to 3-4. They will take on Tacoma next week, so they need Tacoma to lose to Annapolis tonight, and that game will happen in a few minutes over here on the SFL YouTube channel. So that will be starting up in just a few minutes' time. You want to stay tuned for that. And they'll also be taking a look at San Jose and Ottawa, because if San Jose defeats Ottawa and goes to 7-0, Ottawa will also be at 3-4, which will make Ottawa and Lincoln a battle of 2 3-4 teams, meaning the winners of that game will be 4-4, and we'll make for an interesting situation, because that will mean more than likely it'll open up a playoff spot for a 4-4 franchise, and that's what you're really wanting to see. You want to be able to have as much opportunity as possible to get into the playoff, and getting in at 500. It's possible, but you need a lot of things to go your way. And right now, the thing they need they need to watch the game tonight and hope that Annapolis beats Tacoma.
I think this game gives some really good film for Lexington. Now they know exactly what's hurting them, and they get an opportunity to retool their offense going forward. Because I think the two areas that hurt Lexington the most in this game was, one, their offense was a little disjointed. They had some good running plays and some good passing plays, but they couldn't string together enough to win the game. And then also on offense, when they needed to be aggressive, sometimes they were a little too aggressive giving the ball into Madison's hands, and they weren't able to find that balance of where they could be aggressive but keep the ball in their own team's hands. It either fell to the floor or Madison came up with the ball.
And that's 000s on the clock. Madison getting their first win of the season, defeating Lexington 19-7, and a huge sigh of relief here in Madtown, though I'm sure everyone in Madison is wondering where this team was for the remainder of the season, but I'm sure they're all happy to get their first win of the year. It's always nice to get the first dub, no matter when you get it, obviously. But happy and congratulations to everyone in Madison getting win number 1. If you're Lexington, you have to feel bad about not winning this. It puts you on the outside looking in for the playoffs. But you gotta hope, you gotta figure hope springs eternal, and you gotta know that things will definitely go your way if you think positively and just make sure to get things planned out right.
Yep, hard work will definitely pay off if you're persistent. You know, one down game does not mean that you can't bounce back next week.
Absolutely, and this has been a crazy SFLm season we've talked about. 6 squads going in at 3-3. It's been an insane sort of couple of games, and we have a couple more left to go. We've got, as you said, Annapolis, Tacoma later tonight. That's a battle of 2 3-3 squads. Ottawa will be hosting San Jose, who is undefeated. We might see them get their first loss. We don't know. That'll be happening later tonight here on YouTube. Player of the game honors goes to Adrian Ellis, who had 8 receptions, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. And then you see here in the chat a great debut for a great debut here for our signing there for Razier, getting second in solo tackles. Fantastic job on the day. Who's just signed this week. Just proves how well you can do as soon as you sign up. So get to it, folks. Get in there. Go to the website. Sign up your player. You can get on the field and just do it just like that. That'll take care of us here in Madison. Once again, the final score, 19-7. Madison gets win number 1 over Lexington. For Marcus Hill, for executive producer, commissioner extraordinaire Cameron Irvine, I'm Ethan Muslin. We'll see you next time.